So there are two guys over there. One named Pedro and the other guy is named Juan de la Cruz. Pedro, while fixing his ham and cheese pastry, his venti coffee, his studying notebooks and books, he takes out his phone and takes a picture of it. Hashtag studying. What a very studious man, Pedro. But suddenly, he notices a trash close to his foot. So what he does is he kicks it away from him. The trash rolls and hits somebody. Juan notices it and picks up the trash and throws it in the trash can. He gets back to his workstation and he says, "It may not be your fault, but it will always be your responsibility." When I broke up with my ex last 2021, although it was a mature type of breakup, there are some point in our lives wherein we focused on the misery or the sadness or the drama in our lives that we tend to not continue, or we tend to simply not let go of the things that we should be letting go. And this is what I did. A part of me said that, okay, I need to continue this. I still like her. I cannot agree to, simply say, let's break up. It was also midst of the pandemic, so it was a very hard situation for me and probably for everyone. So I remember messaging her non-stop even though she's not replying anymore. And I had this line before. I've told her this one in a message. I'm gonna continue messaging you up until I realize that this is over. I know that might be a bit obsessive in a way, but I'm just literally sharing you my vulnerabilities to be more genuine with my stories that I'm actually sharing. So in my head, I cannot continue my days without her. I'm focusing so much on the sadness, the misery. But when I realized, something clicked in me and I realized, bro, this is my last year in college of architecture. It's either I man up or I focus so much on the sadness, the misery of this breakup. I realized that I now have the responsibility to choose between crying, staying miserable, or doing what I should be doing, focusing on my thesis for me to be able to finish this freaking college. For me to be able to finish and to graduate and to at least have a sense of gratitude towards my parents, I needed to continue doing what I should be doing. I needed to step up for the next couple of hours, days, weeks, and months that's going to pass by so that this is all over with. And so I did. And thankfully, we're done with the misery and sadness phase of my life. Nobody is ever responsible for your situation but you yourself. This doesn't mean that you'll have to have this at, okay, since Prim told about the story of Pedro and Juan, I'm going to pick up all the trashes, or sige, ako na lang lahat may kasalanan. This is all my fault. But rather, just have the mindset of, I have the power over the things that I can control. I have the power over how I react to things that other people tell or say towards me. And I also have the power over the things that I value with. To add up, there are also things that we're not in fault with, but we have still irresponsible to do something about it. For example, imagine a kid walking in front of you, passes by you, and he trips over. It may not be your fault that he tripped over, but you now have the responsibility to do something about it. It's either you help him, it's either you just stare towards him, it's either you laugh, or you take out your phone, take a picture, and post it on social media. I can also use this in myself. I am not that tall, I'm just 5'5", and that's already a fact, and I can't do anything about it anymore. I may have, let's say, a control over it. When I was younger, I could have at least drank milk or slept more when I was younger, but I focused so much on video games that it cost me, I think, not getting taller. Or probably because this is my genes, I don't know. But either ways, this is who am I right now. And now I'm responsible towards what the people say towards my height. If they say you're small, it's either I get mad or I say, yeah, that's true. This is my height. And this also applies to you as well. Whatever you are right now, you still have the responsibility towards how to react to these things And for those things that you have fully control with, you are now responsible whether you do action towards it or you just remain the same. Understand that with everything that passes by in our lives, whoever it is or whatever it is, we are fully responsible towards it. I'm Prim and this is my journal, and I'm actually very glad to share these stories of mine to you. Scroll down below and click the subscribe button to support a small YouTuber like me. With this, be responsible and focus on what matters. Peace. Mwah.